What's up, everybody? It's your favorite nerd who should expect the unexpected's favorite nerd, and today we are looking at Titan's Return, Beachcomber, and Seaspray. Now, you guys know my rule regarding Hasbro Transformers. I will review them as long as it costs me no money and takes zero effort on my part in order to do so, which is to say, I'm not paying for shipping, and I'm not paying for the figure. And luckily, Esteban sent me that Hot Toys Groot, and he packed a whole bunch of little stuff along with it, including these two fellas. Now, I could break this up into two reviews and milk the out of it, but let's not do that. Let's just look at both and knock them out. And we'll start with Seaspray, who has this weapon that plugs into his wrist for some reason. But that's what it does. It has some nice red paint on there, which is fine. It is chipping off a bit, and then the... Is that a sticker? Autobot symbol on there. Doesn't matter. Take that off. Head, we got yellow paint, it seems like, on the head, which is nice, and then the eyes are actually painted fairly well, and it's on what feels like a swivel. So, no issues there. Arms are on ball pegs, they get out to there, and then all the way around, which is okay given a legend-sized figure. Elbows are on ball pegs, which also get you a bicep swivel, that's fine. Some interesting little sculpt work, like some Cybertronian writing down there. It's a nice little touch. And the chest is blocky, but it feels full. Like, it doesn't feel super hollow. It is hollow, but it's got enough stuff going on there where it doesn't feel as hollow as some stuff has felt in the past, which is nice. Detailing's down in here. Is that stickers too? Either way, looks nice. No waist swivel, so that's a bit of a bummer. T-jointed ball pegs for hips, but there's no good reason why articulation is so limited out to the sides. All they would have to do is sculpt this piece here differently to have a channel to ride up in there where you could get a little bit more out of it. So that's a little weird, but you get out to there. Forward and back, you get the full Monty, so no issues there. Thigh swivel, which they could have had just around the ball peg and given us that channel. That's a trade-off that I'm not willing to make. And then we have a single hinge knee that gets you 90 degrees, maybe a little bit more, so that's fine. Ankles, we have a little bit of a tilt, and that's it. And then the yellow paint there and black paint there, which does look good. And that is this fella. Actually, there he is from the back. And I wanted to show this because he cleans up really well, and there's no like obvious gaps and stuff. They even covered down on this joint. Like, there's some really inspiring decisions made here, honestly. There's some weird ones too, but for the most part, I think this does a fairly good job of trying to be a modern, classic sort of styled Seaspray. And we have Beachcomber. We have silver paint on the eyes. The head is once again on a swivel, which is a little strange to me. And then we have the arms, which are basically ball pegs, but they get your arms all the way up, which is nice. And then we have a roundabout from the same ball peg also. You can get out to the side, so it works. Elbow, once again, ball peg, which gets you a little bit of a swivel, which is nice and gets you 90 degrees. We got big old Mac mittens on this unit, painted gray, so that's fine. Proportions on this guy are a little wonky. Like, you know, the torso's a little long, the legs are a little short, and then the hands are like, you know, what is that guy? Wreck-It Ralph. He's got...
Your feet look like Wreck-It Ralph's.
Yeah? Well, your mom digs them. How's that feel?
You got Wreck-It Ralph hands. And then we have this little detailing there, which may be a sticker, I'm guessing. And then we have some paint down in the abdomen, which is nice. Autobot symbol down there. All right, let's keep it moving. No waist swivel once again. We have T-jointed ball joints for hips. This time they do give you the channel, which is sweet. So you get all the way out to there and then forward and back, so that works well. They give you a thigh swivel in addition to that, so no complaints there. They get you a full knee bend mainly for transformation, so no issues there. And then nothing for the ankles, but I think all in all, that's okay. Everything on the back works fairly well and cleans up fairly well, except for these handlebars, which you can ride your bike without. And for the most part, it works well. So, you know, I think for a Legends, it's not too terrible. So let's transform this guy. I think the arms just sort of sit like this, and this pops up. The feet turn around, bring these bars up, peg them into one another, peg those together. Bring the arms down. Expand the waist. Plug the arms in. Connect this to this. and you're in service. For this guy, just spin the head around. You can rotate the arms up now. Open up this yellow piece. This whole piece here untabs, and then this sits back into there. And then open up these back pieces here, and then you kind of need this to form like a flat surface between these two yellow pieces here. So you like accordion them up. And then all this sort of just pegs in. Simple, but effective on all fronts, and then you can stick this thing on here somewhere. That'll work. Let's take a look at them. So here they both are in vehicle mode. We'll talk about one at a time. Rolls like a champ, and you know, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Like, it does what it's supposed to do, and I think it does it efficiently at its price point for what it's supposed to be. You know, I think I think for a chug collector, I think it works. Honestly, I think this one works well too. Like, this doesn't feel, especially this one doesn't feel as light and kind of worthless as a lot of them have felt recently to me. This feels like kind of like old school classics to me a bit. You know, it definitely is more reminiscent of that vibe. Propeller spin and stuff. The detailings come through. Like, I don't have any real issue, honestly, with this. I think that this is where Hasbro really shines, is with their Legends stuff. Their Legends and some of their old school Voyagers is kind of where they can find the right price point. It's their Deluxes that I usually have an issue with. But yeah, these are pretty well done. And just because, Tiger Tracks. Final thoughts wise, waist swivels on both would have been nice. More outward movement in the hips would have been nice on this fella. An ankle rocker would have also helped because of those big feet. It would have just helped calm them down a taste. The proportions are a little weird on this guy, but all in all, I think they pretty much work. I definitely recommend Seaspray over him. This is kind of what I expect from them. This is a bit better than what I expect from them, which is refreshing to see and nice to see. But all in all, I think they're both okay. Better than a lot of stuff I've looked at from Hasbro in the past regarding Transformers. But I must also say that I think that their Legends line is where you kind of get the most bang for your buck. They usually do pretty interesting stuff with the engineering. They don't always feel as hollow and airy, and they tend to pull off what they're trying to do fairly well. And these are no exceptions. The sculpts are pretty good. Decent little amount of accents and paint and so forth. Engineering is interesting and fun. So yeah, these are pretty good. The Beachcomber being the obvious weaker link. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.